Hello, my name is Annie, and today I would like to share a personal story about how and why I think I ended up here, living part-time in a Swedish cottage away from friends, family and the comforts of the city with my wonderful partner, Julian. Originally, I am from the Faroe Islands. 18 small islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with a population of 50,000. I was always a creative child. I loved animals and spending time in nature. One morning, when I was 13, my mother came back from the baker. Walking in the front door, she saw me on the floor, unconscious, with blood running from my mouth. I had had my first seizure, and I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I started in treatment, and at first we tried everything we could in a natural way, with food and herbs. So, already as a 14-year-old, I was on a very strict diet, terrified of the seizures that made me lose complete control over my body. When I was 18, I moved to Denmark and finished high school, living on my own. At one point I started taking medicine, because although the diet helped, I was still getting these seizures, and every time I feared for my life. The added stress from school and late nights at parties drinking alcohol did not make it any better. So I started treatment at the hospital and lived a more normal life. Today, I am actually grateful for the journey I had to go through. It may sound strange, but it forced me to live a more calm life, where I learned to take care of myself and listen to my body. After several disastrous nights out, I put two and two together and figured out that I just couldn't drink alcohol. Getting my sleep was very important, and avoiding stress was crucial. As a 20-year-old, it was not the most fun decisions to have to make, and again saying no thank you to people who wanted to drink with me. They almost never took no for an answer. Only telling the truth about my condition made them take me seriously. And talking about my disease on a night out just wasn't very fun either. People always got so serious. But my friends had my back, and they always said that I was the wildest party girl, even though I was completely sober. Now, I'm 28, and I have learned so much about myself and how important it is, not just for my health, but for my happiness, to make good and healthy choices for myself. I am eating even healthier now, not out of fear for the seizures, but out of love for myself. And I love that I'm not consuming alcohol or partying. It feels like this has led me to my true self, getting habits that are in alignment with my own values, instead of just following the stream of what I thought was normal for young people to do. I was pushed out of my comfort zone and forced to try other possibilities, other ways of living life. And now I am so thankful. My therapist as a teenager said that in my condition, I should have an easy life, not too much struggle, and live with someone who could take care of me. For many years, I thought this was impossible for me. I hustled and worked up to 15 hours a day as a waitress to make money before I went into the film and photography business. 3 years ago, I met the love of my life. The mystery man that had been in my cards all these years. We both needed to go through some things in life before we were ready to meet each other. And when we did, the fairy tale began. Now I have been free from seizures in over 5 years, and I have started to cut down on the medicine. I have found a way of living that I love, where I can live a calm, simple and easy life with lots of rest and exercise, healthy organic food, blissful days with adventures, feeling safe, loved and very grateful. I hope my story somehow could be of some inspiration to you. It's not always that we get an ultimatum in life that forces us to make these right choices for us, but we do always have a choice. And if a life that is more simple and more healthy is better for us and makes us happier, then that's the choices we should make. At least that's what I believe. If you wish to follow the journey and see more videos from our life here in the cottage, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. We will see you in more videos very soon, and until then, I wish you all the best and all my love. Goodbye.